shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That's it. 180. 20. Rush in.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Look at that, but eight. You get blocked me. You get blocked me.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Go. Kill.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Right there, 54, right there. Hey, Delta. 54, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Sunday. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curve. Great. Jim. Hey, wahoo.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught at the 10. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try again with Howard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard. Line.
Howard again, the ball carrier. Luke Kuechly on the tackle.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I see you, boy. I see you.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
81. Hey, Charlie. Check. 59.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 bucks.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. A carry here for Holyfield. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. And the Eagles stand.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now Sanders. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Trey 15. Trey 15. Here's this. 33.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Off play action, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They fake the give. Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
8, express! Get off the field. 46. Get him. 47 is the mic. And come in.
Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. 180. Check 3. What's this one? Sunday.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. On the toss play, Howard. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
I got the great 57. Mike check 33.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Come on, Kill.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns returns. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Undercrush. 8. He's gun. He's coming, double up.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing on third down, Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Tight right. Throw it over. Hey, press. 3 down.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Crunch time, defense. Check. Run. 82. Hey, echo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 50. Two gen. It's our time. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Two Jack. Hey, 57. Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
We want it. Come to my work. Check like 33. Don't say nothing. Let's find 7.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Sit. 180. 8.
Now it's Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watch the shot. 8. He's checking crap.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. back up to Moore. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a